it's Nicole from Nicole Loves Nails. Welcome to my channel.
So keep me in your sight, 'cause I can do this all night.
So today's video is for the newest release from Zoya. I have two collections for you all. I have their Y2K collection and I have their, what's it called? Why can't I ever remember things? It's metallics, isn't it? Isn't that what it's called? Zoya metallic? Hypnotic, there we go. And then I also have their Hypnotic collection. These polishes are both for holiday 2022. We're gonna pretend that I'm not running a little late on the whole holiday thing and pretend that it's still holidays. Depending on what holiday you celebrate, it's still technically holiday time. And New Year's is a holiday. Yeah, it's holiday. I'm not late, so there. So I have 6 polishes here with you all, but before we get into today's video, I do want to mention, if you are new around here, hi there, I am Nicole. It is wonderful to meet you and thank you very much for clicking on this video. Do consider hitting that subscribe button if you enjoy nail polish related content. I upload new videos every single week featuring a mixture of indie, mainstream, as well as boutique nail polish brands. If you are in fact a returning subscriber, welcome back. How are you doing? I hope everyone's just having a fantastic week. And I do want to mention for all of my swatches, I did use the Zoya ZY brush. Like, I don't mess around with their skin. Just don't even ask me about it. I don't mess with that brush. And I did purchase all these polishes directly from Zoya. All thoughts and opinions, as per usual, are my own. So down in the description box, I will have links to where you can purchase these polishes, links to the Zoya website, their social media pages, my social media pages, as well as a link to my blog post on NicoleLovesNails.com where I host all of my swatch photos. I also will have some affiliate links down there because I have found that BeyondPolish.com tends to have Zoya polishes a little bit less expensive than on the Zoya website. So like in between like the big sales, I would suggest that website. Editing Nicole here. So speaking of Zoya sales, I do want to mention that Zoya is currently doing a 50% off site-wide sale on their entire website with code WE. I'll have that written on the screen as well as down in the description box. So the 50% off sale is like one of their better sales of the year. Not as good as Black Friday was, but it's pretty dang good. So if there's anything that you want to grab. Now let's just get into the video. First up we have Clarice. Zoya describes this one as a dark emerald green metallic polish. This polish had a fantastic formula. Pretty much all the polishes really had the exact same formula, for really being honest here. It was slightly on the thicker side, but I did not find it at all difficult to work with. As you're seeing here, it was very close to being opaque on me in one coat, but I did end up needing 2 coats to reach full opacity. So the base, you get like this dark green, and then you have a brighter green metallic shimmer. The shimmer also has a very slight color shift. It goes from like a green to a burgundy, so I would say this one's kind of like a little duochrome-y. It is not the most in-your-face color shift, but it is there. The shimmer in here also does not show any brush strokes, which I personally really appreciate because it wasn't color shifty enough for me to want to put up with brush strokes if we're being perfectly honest again. So I swatched this one in 2 coats plus glossy top coat. Next up we have Metora, which the brand describes as a deep boysenberry jam color with a shimmering metallic finish. So this one also had a really great formula, the exact same as the other polish in the release. A little bit on the thicker side, but not terribly so. I really like this color. I did not think I was going to like this color, but I think the base color is close enough to like a dark magenta to get me to like it. The duochrome effect in this one has like a berry to like a darker burgundy kind of color shift. It's very subtle, but there was some kind of duochrome action happening with this one. This is not a color at all that I would personally pick out for myself, but like, again, I got it on my nails. I'm like, oh, this is really nice. What a surprise. So I swatched this one on 2 coats plus glossy top coat. And the final polish in the Hypnotic trio is called Rosalind. The brand describes this one as a darkened sugar plum purple, a duochrome with a hint of blueberry. So this polish had a really great formula. It was also the most sheer out of all of the polishes in the release. I do think it built up perfectly for me in just 2 coats though. It was slightly on the thicker side. This was the only polish in the release that I found actually was running down the stem of my brush a little bit more, but I did not have any issues with application. I thought I was gonna like this one a lot more than I ended up liking it. Like, it was purple, so I thought I'd like it, but at the end of the day, it was kind of just like meh. Anywho, all the polishes in this release do dry down a little bit flat, so you will definitely want top coat to make these nice and glossy. I had no problems on removal or any issues with staining with any of the polishes in this release. First up from the Y2K collection, we have Malana. Zoya describes this one as a juicy bubblegum pink with a liquid holographic jelly formula. So this polish had a really great but thicker formula. I found it very easy to apply. Since this one is a jelly, it does start off and stays fairly sheer. I do think it's likely going to be a solid 3-coater just to get you the most opacity. On top of what I'm seeing is being 2 different types of silver holographic glitter, there also is a very strong shimmer in here. It's a more sparkly shimmer. It also has a very slight color shift, which I think is like a blue to purple to pink color shift. I freaking love this polish. I love the pink. It's so pink, it's pink. I love the glitter. I love the shimmer. I love everything about this polish. It's so beautiful and pretty and pink, and I freaking love it. So yes, I did swatch this one in 3 coats. I did have very obvious visible nail line. The glitters do give this one some significant texture, but 1 coat of top coat seemed to smooth it out perfectly. Removal, soak it off, or peel off base coat. Next up we have Sparrow. Zoya describes this one as a bright cyan jelly shade with that same liquid holographic jelly base as the previous polish. Sparrow also had a fantastic formula, slightly on the thicker side, still fairly sheer, solid 3-coater once again. Yeah, basically the only difference between all these once again is just like a difference in the base color. So this one we have like this beautiful bright cyan-y blue kind of shade. I really can't stress enough how much I just love this bright shade. But you know, this one does start off fairly sheer, so you will definitely want to build up to get the most opacity. Coverage is a little uneven, a little bit sheer in 2 coats, so solid 3-coater. Of course, you will still have visible nail line with this one in 3 coats, which I know is a deal breaker for a lot of you, but it ain't a deal breaker for me, and I freaking love this color as well. So I swatched this one in 3 coats plus glossy top coat. Definitely will want top coat to smooth it out as well as give it a nice glossy finish. The final polish is called Tamiah. Zoya describes this one as a tart grape liquid jelly, once again, infused with holographic sparkle. So this one is like a very warm toned purple. It leans a little bit pink at first, but then like you start seeing more of that purple as you build this one up. I think I tend to lean it a little bit more towards cool tone purple, so this isn't like my favorite shade of purple, but I think this one's absolutely gorgeous. It's just, all of these were just really, really stunning. The shimmer seems to be the same throughout all 3 of them, same as the glitter mix, which I'm not mad at. Like, I feel like the shimmer kind of pulls a little bit differently with each different base color. So they still all feel like a cohesive collection, but then they also feel like separate polishes as well, which I really appreciate. So I swatched this one in 3 coats plus glossy top coat and same issues with visible nail line as the other polishes. So, final thoughts. The Y2K collection I definitely liked. It did give me some nostalgia vibes. Since they're like sheer jellies, they definitely reminded me of all of that like ridiculous inflatable furniture that they were for some reason peddling to teenage girls in this time period. I don't know why, but they were. Ooh, and you remember those phones? You remember how like everything was clear for some reason at one point? And so yeah, definitely had some nostalgia vibes with these colors. Like I feel like Zoya did get that kind of color scheme perfect, and I really like the shimmer and holographic glitter combination in those polishes. I think from the Y2K trio, either Sparrow or Malana would be my favorite, but to be perfectly honest, pink, purple, and blue are like the colors that I tend to gravitate towards the most as far as nail polish goes. Stormy! Why are you like this? She's trying to get to the treat container. So yeah, pink, purple, and blue are colors that I gravitate towards the most, so I'm not terribly surprised that like I liked all 3 of these. As far as the Hypnotic collection goes, I'll be honest,
it's definitely a no for me, dog.
I didn't really love any of these. I don't generally lean towards like dark vampy colors. Kind of the green I can see like wintry, but I don't know. All these just made me think of like witchy nail art for Halloween. So none of them really like screamed holiday to me. So yeah, I didn't really love these, but if I was gonna pick a favorite, I probably would go with Metora. I just thought that color was really nice, but none of those really spoke to me. But none of them are bad polishes. They didn't speak to my soul. The Y2K polishes definitely spoke to me. So I would love to know what you all thought of this collection. Like, have you picked it up? Are you planning on picking it up? Because my last Zoya video, we had a lot of interesting conversations in there. I want to mention a couple of things that I have learned since then. 1, the replacement brushes for Zoya, apparently you can send those to Zoya during their Earth Day sale. So I started keeping mine in a little baggie and I'm going to send them right back to Zoya. And 2, I also learned that a lot of people are also annoyed with Zoya for some of the same reasons that I was. So that's nice to know that it's like a community thing. Thank you all very much for watching this video. If you enjoy my mainstream reviews, please do not forget to give this video a big ol' like. It really helps me out a ton. And also I want to give a huge thank you to all of my channel members. Thank you, besties. You guys are fantastic. Your names are all on the screen right now. If you would like to be one of the channel besties, there's a link in the description box with all the information. Don't feel pressured to join if you can't afford it. Like, it's fine. Just hit subscribe, comment, share the videos, and like, we're golden. Seriously. Just thank you all so very much for watching. Hope everyone just has a fantastic week, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.